Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve the hair stroke look to your eyebrows using a pencil rather than a pen. Typically pens will give you more of a realistic hair stroke appearance because they're so fine, but so many of you always say how you struggle to use the pens. So I'm going to use this Huda Beauty eyebrow pencil because it really is minuscule. Here I have a comparison for you. The top pencil is one we know to be quite small. All of those brow pencils that we are accustomed to are the same size, and the Huda Beauty one on the bottom, as you can see, is tiny. It's a mere 0.9mm. So the surface area of the pencil is a lot smaller, which means we get smaller lines, which means the payoff in itself looks more like hair strokes rather than blurry lines. With the pencil you can also differ the pressure, which means you're going to get deeper lines or very soft lines. It really depends on your preference. The overall finish will be softer than a pen, and this pencil also has a spoolie on the end and is available in 8 shades. I actually filmed this so many months ago, I just never got around to putting it up, so I do apologise, but better late than never. So starting at the base of the eyebrow, we're going to take the hair strokes going straight up with a slight curve to them as we reach the top of the brow, and this is just following the natural direction that the hair grows. I like to keep these particular hair strokes quite strong, and then I like to go in with a slightly lighter hand to fill in between these lines, and it gives a much more fluffy natural finish. Once we get a third of the way across, I like to change the direction because that's the way my hairs naturally grow. And don't worry if you get any harsh pencil lines on any parts of your brow, because you can just go in with a spoolie and brush over it with a very light hand and it will soften any harshness. Here I'm just filling in the middle part of my brow. This is where my hair is the fullest, so it doesn't need full-on strokes. Instead I'm just going through and adding little flicks to fill in sparse areas. Remember that the beginning part of our brow is always going to be the thinnest, so don't be afraid to add more hair strokes towards the outer half of your brow. It's totally acceptable to look fuller in this area, even though we do tend to have a lot of sparseness there through over plucking. You can also go in with a deeper colour in this area and it will create a bit more of an ombre effect to your eyebrows. Some people think that this is just a trend, but actually our brows again do tend to be a bit fuller towards the outer half rather than the very beginning of our brow. So we're just trying to achieve what our best brow would look like if it grew naturally like that. So now I've filled that in, you can see I'm just softly going over that with the spoolie, being very light-handed so I don't take away the brow pencil, but so all the lines look more uniformed. So this is the eyebrow with no pencil on. As you can see, there is hair there, but it looks quite sparse towards the top. And then this brow looks a lot fuller, but again, super soft and super natural. I've zoomed in a little bit further here, just so you can really see the hair strokes. Like before, I'm keeping them slightly further apart. So then when I go in with a slightly softer hand here, the strokes next to it are ever so slightly lighter, and it just creates a bit more of a textured finish. The base of my brow in the middle is quite strong. Where I'm mostly lacking hair and fullness is at the top, so that's where I tend to concentrate the most with the pencil, and obviously the very beginning of my brow. And I can't stress enough that it really is important to follow the growth of your natural hair. So if it's laying down towards the tail of the brow, then that's the way that you will use your pencil. If it's going up at the front, then that's the direction you draw your hairs. And that's how I achieve a very, very soft, natural hair stroke finish with a brow pencil. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Give the tutorial a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Come follow me outside of YouTube over on Instagram at ShowMeMakeup, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.